What is up? Hey, check it out. Got a car I'm working on. A used car that I helped some girl go pick out. Something that I knew would be easy for me to work on versus like her, you know, like a Honda or something. Don't want to get anything like that. Her Chevy had almost 300,000 miles on it, and it pretty much grenaded. So found this PT Cruiser, and the motor mounts are shot. I knew that as soon as I kind of tested it out, and got the guy to lower the price a little bit, knowing that the motor mounts were toast. But yeah, so I checked out the motor mounts, and boy, are they toast. Look at this. That's the upper passenger side one. The rubber's so sloppy, the aluminum part just kind of flops back and forth. And then underneath, here's the other one. It's not doing anything either. I do have the jack holding up the engine, but the upper one was just flopping just like it was. I think this thing's been basically mostly hanging off of the transmission mount and the exhaust. I knew that Dodge goes through suspension components and rubber. Anything rubber pretty much just sucks on Chrysler vehicles. Pretty much every Dodge we had to replace the motor mounts and suspension components within like 4 years. That's just pretty typical. The good news is it is real easy to repair those parts, and they're pretty cheap on these vehicles. Whereas, you know, some of the Toyotas and Hondas, yeah, you gotta have little tiny hands to work on anything. There's a pretty good amount of room on here for the most part. I pulled out the air filter box, which came out real easy, and then this electrical setup here, just bolts, 2 bolts right here, and then they made the wires nice and long. Oops, no, I just did that. The wires are nice and long, so it was like it's made to be pulled out of the way. Right, here's the first motor mount, top passenger side. This is what it's supposed to look like. Of course, you have your rubber isolator right around there. That dampens the vibrations. And then you have, this is when someone keeps driving it with it broke. It's totally shot, so that wasn't doing anything. Of course, this piece right here unbolts. Just take this bolt right here out. So now it's put on the new one. Now here's the engine mount for the passenger side lower. This is what it's supposed to look like. And here's the one that was on the car. Yeah, so that was kind of just banging around in there. Probably caused the engine to sag down an inch or so. Hit metal and metal, you know. That'll make a little bit of noise, make the ride a little rough. Here's the third and final motor mount. This is the transmission mount. Here's the new one, what it's supposed to look like. And here's the one that's on the car. Whoops. Yeah, that just pushed right out with my hand. So it's shot. That was like the best one there was. So, total crap. And this was pretty easy to replace. Just mounts right here to the frame of the car, and into the transmission right there. And the other, this mount also holds as a support for the battery tray. Easy sneezy. Transmission mount, upper passenger side motor mount, and passenger lower mount. It should be sitting in there okay. I did realize something that's tweaked on this car. Looks like somebody might have put the jack underneath the front of this, or they whacked a curb, speed bump or something. This radiator mount looks like about a ½ an inch shifted up. You can see it dent right here. So, yeah. It might even be pushed back too. Back and up, I'm not sure. So, not surprising if somebody hits the blower air dam, you know, on a curb or something. But that explains why somebody, I don't know what the deal is, but I noticed that got the car that these were just sitting on here like this. These are supposed to be underneath this radiator support. And then there's the rubber part. Goes around the little nipple there for the radiator support. So, I don't know, somebody had to tweak or fix that. That's probably why this is cracked right here. So somebody probably whacked that into something. Not a big deal.